Okay guys, I know you've seen the title. In this particular video, a platform called Public, which is an investing platform that you can buy stocks, crypto, and other alternative investments. Now they're offering their first music share where you can end up investing in music royalty. Now they just added their first one, which is Shrek Franchise Original Music. So now it allows you to collect royalties whenever any type of music from the Shrek movie was played in commercials, TV, film, streams, and all of that. And I'll get into a lot more detail about it. Now, I will go over all the details and showing you exactly what it entails, how to buy it. I'm going to do it on a computer, but I'll also go over on the phone as well. So if you guys not sure what music royalty is, so whenever you hold music royalties, you own the right or copyrights to the song. So whenever someone plays it, like as a commercial or any type of film, you would collect royalty. And most of the time they pay out royalties quarterly. I'll get into a lot more detail about it later. Also, you guys, if you might would have been interested in some other ones, you can check out Songvest. They have music royalties as well. But stay tuned because this particular one, there's something that about this particular music royalty that I haven't seen on any platforms before. So make sure you stick and watch to the end of this video. I'll have public link if you guys doesn't have the platform and wanted to sign up. I'll leave it in the description below. Once you sign into your public account, this is what you'll see. This is the account balance that I already have. There's several ways you can kind of get to it. I would have liked it if they would have had as soon as you sign in, at least for the first week or two, like highlight the music royalty feature, because a lot of times if I didn't kind of follow it, I could have just missed it. You know, they did send an email, I think, but I would like it if they had it for like the first week or two, like upfront and centers, like as soon as you sign in, you see it. I see it. They do have it right here, but and I guess you can click on it that way. I mean, they do have that. But I would have, and it takes you to there, so give them props for that. But I like to see it on the top screen. But so there's several ways you can get to it. As you can see, we can scroll down. You can just hit invest right there and then scroll down to alternative investments. So they break it down. They sell stocks, cryptocurrency. Initially it was just stocks, then they went to cryptocurrency, then they went to collectibles. So the music royalties would count as alternative asset. So as you can see there, so you can go through there, or you can also just type in Shrek. Yeah, Shrek that way. So either one, but I'm going to click there. So this is exactly what you will see. As you can see, the available shares 88,971, $10 per share, which would be for the total offering of, if you have all the shares together, $889,700. As you can see, I currently have 10 pending. So today was the first day, and by the way, it's 10:05 at 10 o'clock a.m. was the first time they offered it. So today's the first day. This video might come out tomorrow on the 6th, but the 5th was the first day. So right now they have it. This is their first music royalty where you can request shares first, and then they grant it. If you request a certain amount of shares, you might not get all of them, but they do allow you to request the shares, and I guess it's dependent on the supply and demand base. I don't, like I said, I don't know how many shares that people are purchasing, but I know that today was the first particular day. So as you can see, this is the historical dividend yield. It tracks it back to 2019. Now this is annualized quarter yield. So you can see 4 here. We have 6, and they just kind of did the 12-month trailing yield, and that's how they show you how they get to 8.23. So they just kind of did a trend line to smooth it out, and you can just look at the 12-month yield to see how they end up getting the 8.23%. So remember, this is 12 months trailing. So whatever happened in the past may not happen in the future, but this is what the dividend percentage would have been. Here's where the historical earnings from. Most of the historical earnings come from international sources. I believe the next one is TV and film, and then the next one is streaming videos, and then other, and then you have radio as well, and it shows you each how much money it's generating each quarter. 10,000 here, 14,000 there, 620,000 there. The highest one 27,000. This one 2022. So they have, you know, that as well out. They have a more detailed investor presentation a little bit later. You know, they also have a video where it's more in depth. It's like a 30-minute video that kind of go over it. I'll kind of go over the highlights and the key points. Now, if you wanted to purchase it, the process is pretty simple. Right now, I already requested 10, but I'm going to go through the process, and then after I go to the process, I'm going to dig a little bit deeper so you can know more information about it. So what you would just do is you would click request shares. Say you're not an accredited investor. If you are, net worth of $1 million, or I believe you had a salary of $200,000 for the past 2 years or something like that. But most people will hit non-accredited investor, and the minute each share is $10. So I already requested 10, so I'm just going to request one more just for the purpose of this video. You know, you gotta scroll down, you should read all of that, and then you hit submit request. Then once it says we'll notify you once it's closed, and so right now it's going to reserve. So it should say, and they just ask you the reason why. I'll just put YouTube video. You don't have to, but I just put YouTube video so you guys can end up seeing. And as you can see, I did 10 earlier, so it's showing that I requested another one, so that'd be 11 total. I'll probably also show it up on the screen. If you have it on the phone, I would kind of scroll all the way down till you see alternative investments, or if you type in Shrek in the search bar, you can see it that way as well. And I'll show you exactly what do you see for the on the phone as well. Now let's get into a little bit more details. They have a where you can see more information for investor presentation right here. I'm just going to highlight the most important things. The way they have it is, in order to issue the shares, they normally create it in the form of an LLC, and that LLC issue shares. Those shares will be directly correlated to the percentage for your music royalties. If you have questions, just drop it in the comments below. They will be purchasing it from Public Shrek Royalties LLC, which they created, which the purchase consists of 25% of the interest of a composer, Harry Gerdson Williams, which consists over 768 tracks of score music, which was written for the Shrek film. The assets generate royalties cash flow, and it's most like it would be each quarter for the film Shrek, Shrek 2, Shrek the 3, and Shrek Forever After, plus TV specials. And it says also streams are used in other programmings, like when Shrek was played in I Am Legend, when the music was streamed, and when the music is played. So a lot of times it's like the background music, the sounds, all the effects whenever that is particularly used. Alright, so this was the annual royalty payments by each year: $44,199, $58,751 for 2020, 2021, $77,986, and for 2022, $83,059. $83,059, which would be an annual yield of 8.5%, which is not bad at all. Highlight, you know, 4 major parts: passive income, you can collect dividend quarterly, and diversify, and if you have stocks or bonds, it can add another class. They mentioned that the global streaming market is expected to grow 20% from 2023 to 2030, and they mentioned some type of tax benefits. I'm not exactly sure how that particularly work, but they do have it where I believe it says royalty interest may be Somehow it can tag the text. I'm not exactly sure about that one. How the fees to purchase the music royalty, this is amount 97.6. We can see the turn up fee, which is 21,700, and as you can see the total, so it goes over the fees. And on an ongoing basis we pay the following fees: 5% of cash flow from music royalties and 10% carry on asset sale. This stuff I don't really understand that much, but I know that the yield of the 8.23 is after all of the particular fees. So as far as how the fees work with the affiliate, you might want to watch the more detailed video, but I know that the 8.23 and all that stuff is after the fees. And of course, with any type of investment, there's going to be risks. Music royalties is not, guaranteed. It just depends on how many people, end up watching it. Of course, it depends on several, different partners or content consumptions like Apple, Amazon, Netflix and stuff like that. Just, want to look over the risk factors as well. Guys, if you want to cancel your request, it's super easy. You can just go scroll down to pending, click on which one you want to. I'm not going to, that you would just hit cancel. But what I'll do is just to show you how it would kind of work. You would click on this and then you would scroll down and click cancel order. Boom. And now as you can see, just like that, sorry, let's go to back to the share part, and as you can see, they just remove it that easy. So it's very easy. So okay, so this is how it ended up working. Once the window for the request to shares has closed, it says we will review requests and allocate shares. You won't be able to buy or sell during this roughly 4 to 6 week administration period. When allocations are finalized, the offering is formally closed, the purchase price is withdrawn from your brokerage account, and shares will be issued. You may receive fewer shares than requested. If so, the balance will return to buying power. And the buying power is, I'll show you that as well later on, as far as the trading, when you can buy and sell. Now, the cool thing about this particular one is they do have a secondary market. A lot of the other music royalties platform like Songvest, you just could collect the dividend and then you just kind of had to hold it. But this one, they do allow you to have a secondary market and buy and sell. So this is the first time I've seen, especially for retail investors, where you own a music royalty share and you can end up selling it on the secondary market. So I think that is kind of groundbreaking. I hope they have a lot more. That dividend yield at 8%. I'm not exactly sure how the stock price will kind of fluctuate, because this is I've never really seen this kind of done in that secondary market. But maybe I'm thinking I don't think it's going to be too volatile. They do have a catalyst. Shrek 5 is supposed to be coming out maybe in a year or two or something. I'm not exactly sure when it's supposed to come out, but if Shrek 5 comes out, you should see the sales coming up into that year and maybe a little after higher, because once Shrek 5, a lot of people may watch the older Shreks as well. So that is pretty cool. As you can see, for other alternative investments, they have baseball cards, NFTs, rookie cards and stuff like that. The thing about it is, this is their first one. I would love to see them add more and see how that one goes. But I think I made this video long enough. If you have any questions, oh, and the one for Songwest, that's more so like for fans. So you do get some money from it, but I don't think it's really geared towards an investment. This one, on the other hand, public is investing platform. So this is more geared towards investors only, whereas the Songvest one, where it's like TLC, Beyonce and stuff. So if you really kind of supporting the artist, so it's like that's your favorite artist, but you also can collect money as well. But this one is more like investor driven. So I think that was cool. I'll definitely give you guys an update. If you guys have any questions, let me know. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button. If you're new, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Out.